Handwritten messages from World War I soldiers found inside a bottle during beach cleanup in Australia. Credit Debra Brown Australian soldiers slipped the letters into a bottle, closed the cap, and pitched it overboard from a ship in the Pacific Ocean as World War I battlefields beckoned them both. The bottle was a time capsule that would be delivered by fate, and it arrived for overjoyed ancestors last month, more than 100 years after the bottle first hit the water. On October 9, Peter Brown and his daughter Felicity found the Schweppes-brand bottle resting just above the waterline at Wharton Beach on the south coast of Western Australia. The Brown family frequently walks the beach and helps to clear garbage, but this piece was much more treasure than trash. Nestled inside the bottle were letters written by Army privates Malcolm Neville and William Harley, originally dated August 15, 1916. Back then, Neville was 27 and Harley was 37. They were on board the ship HMAT A-70 Ballarat and were leaving Adelaide on a mission to reinforce Australia's 48th Infantry Battalion in World War I. As the ship rocked back and forth on familiar waters, the soldiers wrote down messages that were soon swallowed by the sea. Surprisingly, their words were still legible when the letters re-emerged weeks ago. Neville's letter from somewhere at sea requested that the finder send its contents to his mother in South Australia. We're having a real good time. Food is real good so far, with the exception of one meal, which we buried at sea. The ship is heaving and rolling, but we are as happy as Larry, which is a well-known Australian expression of contentment. Credits Debra Brown. Meanwhile, Harley wrote, "May the finder be as well as we are at present." Although neither man lived long, Neville died in battle a year later, and Harley passed away in 1935 with a cancer that his family blamed on gases used in warfare. Letters arrived in excellent shape, as if destined to provide a clear portal to the past. The bottle was in pristine condition, without a single barnacle, said Deb Brown, who worked to retrieve the letters from the bottle. If it had been exposed for that long, the paper would have disintegrated from the sun, opined Brown, who thinks the bottle got buried in a sand dune soon after it was tossed overboard, until it broke free and gave unsuspecting family members a new connection to their ancestors. More magic in a bottle. 4-year-old is ecstatic to receive a reply to his message in a bottle and wonders if he has to send another bottle back. Love conquers the Atlantic as couple's message in a bottle found in Ireland 13 years later. Once Brown removed the letters from the bottle, she used an internet search pairing Neville's last name with his hometown in the letter will co and soon found a Facebook page for his great-nephew Herbie. "It's been unbelievable," Herbie said in an interview with the Australian Broadcasting Corporation. "It's sort of brought us all closer together." It really has. Brown was lucky enough to locate relatives of Harley too. And interestingly enough, Harley had a number of grandchildren who are still around to savor the news. "We are all absolutely stunned," Anne Hurley, a granddaughter of Harley, said. "There are 5 grandchildren who are still alive. We're all in constant contact since it happened and we just can't believe it. It really does feel like a miracle. We do very much feel like our grandfather has reached out to us from the grave." Tears in a bottle. Daughter gets dad's long-lost message in a bottle 50 years later. Keep the bottle moving by sharing this on social media.